Well, hello there. Welcome back to the glass box. It's been a hot minute. I'm gonna be honest, like full transparency here on the glass box. Do you get it? Because it's a glass box. It's transparent. But I make myself laugh. Anyway, I hit a lot of obstacles within the last year. Um, Ran into a lot of walls, a lot of mirrors that caused me to stop what I was doing and reflect, which is fascinating because it's like, what if the glass box is like a box of mirrors, you know? I have felt like I needed to know exactly what I was doing with every episode, with every guest, and it wasn't in alignment with me. I am a quad right self projected projector, which is human design, if you're unaware. Now, human design is not going to be the only thing that I talk about on the glass box. However, it has been, in conjunction with the gene keys, instrumental in my development, my self development, my redevelopment, fill in the blank, like play around with the words a bit. I don't mind. You're going to interpret me how you want to anyway, right? Anyway, I've hit a lot of obstacles over the last couple of years, but particularly with the glass box because I was on a roll. Like, I put 5 episodes out, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and then crashed right into a wall. This is where things get interesting, though, because it wasn't just one wall. Like, it was a series of walls, almost like a domino effect, honestly. Um, I had an interview scheduled hmm, with an entity that I was really excited about. I will admit, though, that I don't think I was coming at it from a pure place, right? Because I looked at them and I saw their knowledge and I saw their platform and was like, ooh, let me just piggyback on that, right? As a 4-6, hate the verbiage, but the 4 is the quote unquote opportunist. I saw an opportunity. I reached out, scheduled the interview morning of, like an hour before recording. I get the notice that they need to cancel. Ooh, that hurt. Right in the core wound. Rejection. For me, anyway. I'm a line 4. 49 is the specific gate or gene key, just in case you wanted to know. I'll be diving more into that at a later date. But yeah, they had a valid reason for canceling, and I understood that, but it still threw me off my game. And honestly, I didn't really recover from it. I recorded a different episode with somebody else about a month later, and it's just been sitting there, unedited, ready to go out into the world. But I've been afraid to share that one. One, because the idea of having to go in and edit it and like do intros and outros feels overwhelming. And like there's a voice in the back of my mind that's like, Emily, you're an artist. You're a musician. Create music for the intro and outro. But I don't know how to use the systems yet to do that. Like everything is just up in my head. And I've been waiting for somebody to help me. Um, and it hasn't happened. Like, okay, granted, I do have somebody who sent me a video to guide me through how to do something in GarageBand. And I appreciate it, but like for me, that doesn't work. I've I've tried it and it doesn't keep my focus. So like I would rather get in the studio with somebody and play around. And then like I will know how to do it on my own. But I haven't had that and I'm like I now have the resources where I can figure it out on my own and it's going to happen. It's going to be slow. So, season 1, those first 5 episodes, that's kind of like how I'm picturing things. That is raw. Like I had no idea what I was doing. Um I was hoping for it to take off more than it did, but also like my intentions with it weren't clear. And I also wasn't being fully transparent. I recognize I've recorded different guest episodes since then, and there's 3 in the backlog right now. So after this, you will see those coming out on a consistent basis. And also solo episodes. I'm kind of playing around with things right now because I have the glass box, but I also have the Revolution, and YouTube is coming into this somehow. I feel like the Revolution and the glass box are 2 separate entities, both of which are going to be platforms for me to express myself. The glass box, though, obviously brings in other people, other visionaries, other revolutionaries. So it's going to be fascinating to see how everything unfolds. Stay tuned. um, yeah. Honestly, this is going to be a wild ride. Part of me is terrified of sharing even this. Like, I hit record on this, not expecting it to be an episode, but for some reason, it feels like it will be. Maybe number 6. The bridge. The bridge between. The bridge between us. US. Interesting. Anyway, season 1, very raw, no music. Season 2, honestly, probably not going to have any music. Like, as much as I want it to be perfect and professional because I see where this is going, I can see, just trust me, I can see it. um, I'm not there yet. I don't have the team and the support to help me create that kind of production. So for now, this is going to be really like choppy and messy. And it's going to be presented in a way that makes it easy for me because I have too many things to do and I am a single projector. Like, I can't. I need things stupid simple until I have the support to make things more complicated. So we're just going to play around and figure out what works for me. And you're going to be able to come along for the journey, which is interesting. Last year, a few times I said that I was going to be showing the process in the process, and I kind of kept my word. but I was also very careful about what parts of the process I showed. And when I said that the first time, I meant like the healing process, but honestly, it's also the creative process because to refer back to episode 2 with guest Courtney Taylor, she mentioned something really profound about it's not the end process or the end product that we're after. It's the journey, it's the creative process, right? That's what this is. I know where I'm going. Like, I know where I'm going. I can hold that vision on my own and I'm holding it. The journey to get there, though, is what's going to be, it's what people are coming on board for, right? Like, I was one of those people where if I get a new book and it's a fiction book, right? I will flip to the end and I will read the last paragraph or sentence or page, depending on a variety of things. I am that bitch. Sorry, not sorry. I feel like I need to be prepared. Um, and like my mind likes to try and fill in the blanks along the way. So like having that end clue is fun for me. But without everything in the middle, the last page doesn't really matter, right? The impact isn't as strong. So this is the creative process. This is the journey. This is the rewriting of the story. And honestly, the story is going to shift depending on who's telling it. You guys, this is going to get like fascinating, okay? Just you wait. It's going to be oh, it's going to be something. One for the books. But anyway, this season on the Glass Box, what can you expect? You can expect conversations centering around human design and the gene keys. You can expect conversations around feminine leadership. You can expect more personal stories to come out. Probably more so in my solo episodes. You'll see this season, there's a conversation that I had with someone where my guests are welcome to ask me questions. Like, this isn't really, it's not an interview per se. Like, I generally or genuinely want this to be a conversation. Like, I want it to feel laid back, like, no pressure. But I get thrown when people ask me questions. Why, you might ask? I'm not used to it. I am not used to people showing a genuine interest in me. So if people ask me questions about things that I have not processed on my own yet, like it's messy. I typically, after the fact, feel like really ugh, not comfortable with it. And like some of the episodes, like for example, the first episode, the first guest episode I'm going to share with you guys this season is with Kelly Harrington. She's a dietitian who uses human design in her work. Freaking genius. And we recorded that episode. I want to say it was in July of last year. So July 2024. It was that first week because it was before her birthday and it was before my birthday. We're both cancers. Um, I did not even listen to that episode until a year later because I had this memory in my mind of sounding like a fucking idiot. And I was like, I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to be trying to present myself as this expert in human design and and fitness and personal training because she's a nutritionist, a dietitian. I'm a certified personal trainer and aerial yoga instructor. Like it made sense for us to talk about that. But I was newly certified and I was going through things at the time that did not make me feel confident in my abilities to do that. So like we recorded the episode and I remember it blew my mind. And then it's like I expanded and then constricted. And I put myself in a box. I've been stuck in my own glass box for the last year. Like it's hilarious, honestly. The ways that we limit ourselves. So, yeah, all of this to say, with this season, there's going to be some really great episodes coming out, you guys. Like, I've filmed 3 conversations already, and it's just like they're all brilliant. Just be patient with me as I get them out because I have to overcome my own fear, my core wound every time I not only step into the studio to record with somebody, but then I go back and review it. I re-listen. I don't really edit them, but like I do re-listen before I put anything out because I'm already getting ideas in my mind for the director's cut version of it, which that's going to be fun. So stay tuned for like a review on season 1 from the source. I'm going to be reviewing probably not really the first episode because that was just like a generic intro, but I'm going to be doing a director's cut of episode 2 with Courtney Taylor, episode 3 with Chandler from Lethal Legal, and episode 4 with Jordan Hutchison, one of my photographers, my go-to. Um, Big shout out to her. Also, stay tuned for a collab. I'm just gonna drop that. Like, it's gonna be wildfire comes to mind. Anyway, yeah, this season it's gonna be interesting. The solo episodes are gonna be interesting too because I have a lot of recordings that are just in the archives, and I'm kind of going through the process right now of figuring out if it's gonna be going up on the Revolution or the Glass Box. Stay tuned for that. Honestly, there's so much to stay tuned to. The lineup is like fucking phenomenal. I'm excited. So hopefully you're excited. And if not, like, that's fine. Like, you do you, boo. There's something about a ghost there. I actually have a few stories about that. Ooh. Okay, we're not getting into that right now because I will fully go into a rabbit hole. Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up here. I guess this is episode 6 of The Glass Box. 6. My bridge number in numerology connects my expression number, which is 3, with my life path number, which is 9. I learned about that from a few numerologists, as one so nicely stated. I was their student You can refer back to episode 2 to learn more about that particular teacher. And yeah, stay tuned. With love, Kai. Just kidding. You know who I am.